Well, hello everyone, and we're back with day 2 of the challenge. And today's task is setting the budget. Okay, so yesterday you drew up a scope, and what I'd like you to do first up is look at your resources and figure out how much you can commit to this exercise. So for most of you, it will be a small amount, less than $500. For Julie, who's doing a bathroom, it will be considerably more. But I'd like you to keep the cost to a minimum, okay? So next step is to go and look at your scope and divide it up into labour and materials, okay? Look at the labour component and figure out how many days work you've got in the project. You know, you might have, a couple of days for a painter, half a day for an electrician, few, bits and pieces like that. You might need a carpenter for a day or so. And then what I want you to do is look at what you can do yourself. Now, normally I'm not a great advocate of DIY, but I think in a lockdown, DIY is the perfect thing to do. So what can you take off that list that you can do yourself? Then I want to look at what you can barter. So I told you this was about being resourceful. So for me, I know I can barter a case of beer with my electrician neighbour to get small jobs done. What can you barter? You might be able to swap skills, with someone that has a trade that you need. See what you can barter to get this job done for the minimum budget. Then I want you to look at your materials, okay? So what do you already have, okay? And what can you upcycle or reuse to keep your costs to a minimum. Once you've done that, add it all up and see where you come to in terms of your budget allocation, how much money you've allowed for this. Now the next step is I want you to go down into your garage and have a look at those things that you've got stored down there, probably been stored forever. And for a rainy day, in case you ever need it, well, guess what? That day has come. And what I want you to do is drag them out and decide what you can divest or sell. And so then line those items up, take photos of them in full sun, so that really good, clear photos. Take their measurements and then write a complete description and list them on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, and maybe even eBay. Okay. Now that the shops aren't open, you may find that there's a lot bigger market for recycled things. This is not just good for your budget, it's good for the environment. Okay. And so our competition today is going to be the person who was able to list the most things to sell. So the things that you found to list to sell, if you could post them on the Facebook page, but please put them all in one post. Put all your photos in one post so that we can track them and we can give the prize to the person who's been able to list the most things. Okay, so that's today. So firstly, look at your scope, list your requirements in trades and materials. Work through the trades, figure out what you can do yourself, can you barter. Go through your materials, what have you already got, what can you upcycle or reuse, and you should be left with what you need to buy. Then I want you to find that money by going into your garage and finding things that you're not using and that you haven't used for a long time and probably won't use for a long time, and list them onto Marketplace, Gumtree, and possibly eBay, and then post them in one post on the She Renovates Facebook group. Post those images and you may end up being a winner tomorrow. Okay, and if you are a winner, I'll be sending you out a source of inspiration for your reno. Okay, that's it, and I'll see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Take care.